So what I wanted to do was to frame a little bit about the project area, just to kind of give some general idea of where the Big Mosquito Project is and some of the framework that all of our specialists will work underneath instead of each person starting with a lot of that same information. So here we have the state of Oregon and the Malheur National Forest and where we are out there. The Big Mosquito Project area is located on the northern border of our forest and the northern border of our district here in the darker green area. You can see that the Middle Fork John Day runs right through the center of it. When we zoom in a little bit more, these are the different subbasins in the John Day area, or in the John Day to the Columbia River. And so here we see the Middle Fork John Day, which is where this project is located within, and kind of how this corresponds to what's going on in the John Day Basin. In the project area, which is now this just darker green area, we're bordered on the north by the Umatilla National Forest. There's several private land holdings on the inside. On the west side of our project area, also some private land. And these are the major roads that kind of come through the area that a lot of our visitors to the forest will use, and our recreation or engineering roads. People will talk more about the road system and what that actually looks like out there. Within the project area, it's made up of two subwatersheds. The watershed on the top is the Big Creek subwatershed, and below that is the Bear Creek subwatershed. Both of those watersheds together make up the boundaries of this project that we analyzed it for that land that is National Forest land on the Malheur National Forest. And so some of that border you can see goes out here, but we're analyzing what's in the Malheur National Forest. Some of the major creeks that are in the project area, again, our hydrology and our fisheries folks will speak more about what these creeks mean and the importance to these, but I'll just kind of give you guys an idea of where we are and what creeks we're looking at. Here's kind of a map of those. And then the Malheur National Forest, our forest plan, the management areas that we work within as we're planning this project. A large piece of this land is Big Game Winter Range. That's kind of this tan color. We have General Forest, which is this light green color up here, down here, and kind of mixed in throughout. We have the scenic area. This is the Vinegar Hill Scenic Area on the eastern border of this project. We have a wildlife emphasis area up here. These blue areas are riparian areas for anadromous fish. And then down here, which is where County Road 20 rolls through, this is a scenic corridor. And so we'll manage those areas for scenery. Also, there's an inventory roadless area located in the project boundary, and that's this darker green area right here. If we go back, this pretty much overlays exactly with the wildlife emphasis area and the scenic area. And so you'll see that a lot of times those boundaries will overlap with each other, and that's what we're seeing here. And that's kind of the basis for what's framing where each of our resource specialists are coming from and what they'll talk about. So with that, we'll open with archaeology and kind of talking about their resources.